Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Great. Well, I'll keep searching.
You are all...
Huh?
You are your ancient... Focus on who you... The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf...
I know we've never met before, Wyub, but I just thank you for encouraging Kachina. Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake? We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run! It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us. But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up? She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness. So you're saying her consciousness did all that? Every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro...
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss. Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well. Right. The Wyub... I'll let her explain every move...
No, I'm not.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than...
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have...
Thank goodness you made it back. Take a seat, everybody. All right, that should do it for now. But I have to say, though,
He always has been special like that.
Given the current situation, that ability...
Of course.
Thank you, Koichi.
all right. We might not just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out.
Yeah. All right. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was even then, and still. The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are immediately after the war. Our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, our civilization, if we didn't bring... So, the Ark...
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitation. A god can extend a human's life, but, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life only by
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss. If the Natlan of the future the goal was to reunite the people. Once a tribe was back to its full, the Chosen would then...
So that means...
That's right. After your adventure in the Night...
So in other words...
Yes. The 6 heroes successful... Once again,
Just like how the...
Exactly. It's just another... If we want to unblock... So, I've tried my... Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could. Just like your determination to.
So I suppose you're not going to.
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand, I can only trust. I have never believed I could solve this. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon. You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before. Where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to. After all, I was. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Fuel? Ah, so back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important. Over time, they became on their own. Each by burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fires stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their store? That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that
you have nothing to be sorry. And then, it would only. Besides, if they knew those items helped save the present.
Even when you put it...
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are. If you still have regrets, your deeds will become new.
Well, we...
Now that Kachina has we could all use the rest. Try not to let it get to you. All right.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hut. They attract people from all the people of the spring. It's been really nice. I've witnessed their even when they cause trouble. I'm certain Mualani will be. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The abyss is my rage. But you came to me because I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny, and that is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to... It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad.
Ah, well,
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed unreasonable. Her impulse...
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so anyway.
But do you really...
No way. Chaska, I appreciate the... Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their... In the end, it's all the...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina! Woohoo!
Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so...
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first.
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get...
I wasn't, I swear. When he insisted on repaying...
But the fact of the matter, I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong.
It's amazing that you still make.
So, what about you guys?
Our team captain.
Sir.
All right. Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dion-san. They all helped the traveler and Paimon figure out they too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero? To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, hey, please don't make fun of me.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite.
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because they had their own lives. The thought of telling you could just as easily imagine if I couldn't make. Besides, every generation will have its heroes. This one included. Or
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can she played. Still, it was an impressive. You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their...
Yeah, doesn't...
I suppose, even if the future ends in destruction, and this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one for your resistance. If you agree to join us, you will not only...
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventure, the Ode of just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you.
Yeah, we can't just ignore...
Wonderful. We've never forged an ancient...
Yay. It's been over.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. As for you...
No matter how dense... you don't...
I'm beginning to... You...
Yay! I am finally done for all these. Wow. It's just wow. Oh, what is this? It looks so preppy to me. Ooh, brother.